Kita bersama dengan Jamarr Johnson sekarang, pemain andalan dari Timnas Indonesia. Jamarr, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Good. Where are you now?
I'm in Bali right now. Just arrived today.
What keep you busy nowadays?
Nowadays, I'm doing like online training. I'm doing like my own. It's called Jaya Elite Basketball. So I'm just helping the kids out online since I can't do it physically in person, and just staying in shape, getting ready for my next opportunity to play basketball again.
Okay. What's the news with your family back in the US? Everybody safe?
Yeah, back in the States, everyone's doing pretty well. Just social distancing and, just overall challenges that come along with the COVID. So besides that, everyone's healthy and just, going through the motions right now.
Okay. Hey, what's update about you? How's your health? How's your physique?
Yeah, man. I dunked for the first time since my injury, about 2 weeks ago. So that was a big milestone for me. Feeling strong to jump and dunk, that felt great. Besides that, yeah, I'm just working out every day, man. Like building my strength up in my legs. I'm really focusing on my leg strength this whole summer, or at least until the COVID's finished. So just every day, like leg work and leg strengthening, plyometrics, just to build up my legs again to be back at a high level. So yeah, man. Besides just doing my physical training and a lot of reading and mental stuff, I'm helping out kids as well. Like I said, with my JJ Elite basketball online training. So
Okay.
that's just basically my life right now.
Yeah. Could you share us your experience so far recovering from your injury? What's the most difficult part of being healthy?
Yeah, I mean the Achilles injury, man, it's a really tough injury because you don't have a lot of functionality in your toes, and you don't realize how important your big toe is to like your overall strength and movement. So your toes, your calf strength, it's a lot to build back up. Like your calf is like, it's years and years and years of you running and jumping, but now you lose it and you have to really build it back up from the beginning. So I think it's just a patience aspect to know like you're getting better, but you're not where you want to be. So just being patient to go through the process of just dealing with an injury like that, and then just a consistency to know, just to gauge yourself to know exactly where you are. So like if you're like improving, not to force yourself. And I think that's what I try to do with this injury. I felt really good for a long time, but I haven't been playing in competition. And every time I would play in the competition, it would feel a little bit different. Or after the competition, it would be sore. So I figured if I played a full season, I may not be able to recover enough time to actually keep playing back-to-back games and things like that. So for now, I definitely wanted to take the safe route with this injury and make sure I was 110%. And the great thing is COVID has given us, every athlete, more time to prepare. So right now, I'm just doing everything I can to get back 110. And so, yeah, basically staying patient and being realistic, being honest with yourself, that was the hard part.
How would you rate yourself? Are you? Can you say that you are 100% right now?
Right now, yeah. Honestly, I can say I'm 100%. Before I would say I was 100%. I'd be like, I was hoping to feel 100%. But right now, I'm running, jumping. Even my my motions are just. I haven't felt this way since college, actually. So I'm actually surprised at myself to feel as confident as I do. So yeah, I would say I feel 100%. Like no question about it.
What's your status right now in terms of playing for certain team? Are you already been under contract with certain team right now?
As of right now, I'm not really under a contract, like a player contract. So right now, I'm not really a free agent, but I'm not really necessarily a signed employee or player as well either. So everyone knows my relationship with Team Louvre, and I definitely want to honor that, as long as they want to honor it as well. So yeah, I definitely have my best to play with Team Louvre if the Indonesian Basketball League starts again.
Okay.
Unless things change, things can change. I think who knows how it's gonna go, but that's my intention.
Well, in the short season of IBL 2020, of course, you're going to have a different perspective sitting on the side court, watching the games. What personally do you see from the IBL 2020? What things are positive? What things negative in the IBL 2020?
I think the idea of 2020 having the three imports, that was really, really big. That was awesome actually to have three imports. Only thing I didn't like about it is that all three imports couldn't play at the same time.
Mm.
Like I wish they all could have played at the same time, because then you're going to see a different level of basketball. But I felt as though the level of basketball was higher, this year, and it was I definitely recognized that like the impact of the import players. Every team, even like NSI, like teams that were traditionally kind of moving up, any team could beat any team, and that's what you want. You want that competition to be like at any given night, regardless if you're Satria Muda or if you're Lawangi, you can win a game. And I felt the competition level was risen to a level where it was a bit more balanced. You didn't really know who was going to be who, and then you seen like teams like Bandung who were preseason projected to be champions and things like that. But Coach Gibby, they struggled. So it was interesting to see like just how the season was playing out. I definitely think that the level of competition got better, but I also think it was a big adjustment having three import players now instead of two, which I think still could be adjusted moving forward. But
watching the games in watching the games in the IBL 2020, who's your favorite team to win it all?
Favorite team? Of course, Team Louvre, man. I was rooting for my team hard body. Hard body, man. I wanted us to, every time we played a big team like Pelita, Jaya or Satria Muda, I was always extra, excited on the sideline cheering for my teammates. And even those weeks in practice prior to those games, I would try to go extra harder a little bit in practice to kind of get them ready a bit. So yeah, I was 100% Team Louvre all day, man.
Okay, let me change the question a little bit. Who's the biggest obstacle for Louvre to win it all in the IBL 2020? Which team?
Honestly, I feel like every team, wherever, because right now NSI and Pelita Giant, they were the top two teams, right? So, of course, those two teams, those were good battles. We struggled a little bit against. Well, actually, we beat Pelita Giant, and then we struggled a little bit against NSI. But I think those games had some situations that I think it could have gone either way. But yeah, as of the 2020 season, it seemed like NSI and Pelita Jaya were the top two teams that we struggled against, and they were probably our toughest competitors. But yeah, I would say those top two.
You mentioned Pelita Jaya and NSI being top two teams in the IBL 2020, and those two teams have the big guys, Dior Lowhorn in Pelita Jaya and Mike Glover in NSA. Do you think that those two teams' strength lies on those two big guys, or do you see any other strength from those two teams?
Man, well, Pelita Jaya is obviously Dior dominant. I can say Dior dominant because I play with Dior and I understand how Dior operates as a player, and like he's such a presence that you have to respect his presence when you're in the game with him. I felt as though that NSI played a bit more cohesively. Like the local players got more involved. It wasn't just the Glover show. It was as far as a complete the Jaya seemed more not a complete Dior show, but it just was something that we all know how Dior is, and it's like he demands such a presence. So that's how they were operating. So I definitely contribute a lot of their success to both their big men. Dior being more of a dominant scorer and dominant rebounder and inside presence, and Glover more so being kind of like a glue guy. Some games he will drop 30, some games he will have 15 and 15, but have like 5 assists. So I think it definitely was something that contributed a lot to their success, the bigs that they had, for sure.
Internally in Louvre, since you already practice with those players, Savon Goodman, Ty Irving, and also Michael Kolawole, What do you think about especially Michael Kolawole, the young guy? I mean, nobody heard about his name before the IBL 2020, and at the end of the IBL 2020, everybody thinks that Michael Kolawole, supposed to be one of the candidates for the MVP.
No, man. I see Mike every day, man. And Mike reminds me a lot of myself when I first came to Indonesia. He was 22 years old, right fresh out of college, crazy athletic, just a super humble guy, loves basketball, loves to work hard. And he just loves the game. He approaches the game the right way. So it was evident to me that he will have great success just from seeing him every single day. But yeah, man. I guess it was a big surprise because he has never played in the IBL before. But yeah, no, man. Michael, honestly, I have high respect for him. We were roommates a couple of series. We got to know each other a bit better. He's high caliber player, man. On and off the court, he has high respect for the game. He has high respect for himself. He's professional at a young age. He works hard, and the sky's the limit for him. I actually just talked to him today a little bit, and yeah, man, the sky's the limit for him, man. At his age and with his skill set, honestly, I could see him playing probably in some top Asia leagues beyond the IBO, even if he wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or even across the world. He's that good of a talent right now,
Okay.
in my opinion.
In terms of local players at Louvre, who do you think has the most improvement during the IBL 2020?
I like Wenas, man. Wenas, man. Daniel Wenas is my guy. Man, hit some clutch shots, man. A couple of series and Wendha, definitely. Dimaz, seeing Dimaz back out there, that's my guy, man. Honestly, our local core was really, really strong, man. Galank. It was honestly, I would say, yeah, our local core was stepped up this year because they were demanded to play big minutes. Wenas was playing 20 to 30 minutes a game. Dimaz coming off the bench from not even playing in the IBL in years, doing what he does. So Galank holding it down. Wendha is being a leader, as much as he can on the floor. So definitely, man. I think I'm missing somebody. But yeah, even our rookies, man, our local rookies and our young players, they would step in and go crazy. Dio Denza and all these, Dio Torta and all these guys would just do great, man. Sam, so just I definitely even Leo, like his first rookie year. So honestly, I believe that our local players, all of our local players stepped up this year. I think no one knew how they were going to perform, but they all exceeded expectations, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, Jamarr, you've been in a couple of championship teams in Surabaya and also, in Jakarta. If someone asks you, what's the missing fifth? What's the missing final piece for Louvre to win it all in the IBL? What is it going to be?
Honestly, I think when you have a championship team, the team has a general commitment to success, a general professionalism, a general commitment about how you go about your day to day. I believe that Team Louvre, as a young team with young leaders, they definitely had the potential. But in order to be at a championship level, I definitely think that you need that leadership quality, somebody who's gonna be not only just a vocal leader, but the emotional leader on the court when you're going through playoff basketball and championship level basketball. And that's what I liked about Tay Irving. I think Tay Irving was such a calming force for the team. They had all the pieces, actually, in my opinion. It just was the matchup. Sometimes Tay would play more than Mike. Sometimes Mike would play more than Tay. Sometimes Savan would be the leader. It wasn't really like an established, like, all right, when things go rough, this is our guy. Like, this is our leader, And that had to be played out, I guess, throughout the rest of the season so everyone can see. But and the team can see themselves. But I think they had the pieces, honestly, in my opinion. In my opinion, this year could have been a championship season. Barring everyone would stay healthy. Savan got the groin toward the end, but we thought he was going to return. So, honestly, in my opinion, I could see us matching up and competing with any team. I just wish we had a little bit more depth on our bench. and we didn't just only go 7 players. I wish we had a little bit more depth. But besides that, we had some leaders and we had some good players, to choose to go to battle with. So I think this year we didn't really we were missing just the camaraderie. I think it's a brand new team, brand new situation. I think over the course of the season and going through battles together, they would have got together. They would have came together, and it was getting to that point. But then the coronavirus hit. So I think this year could have been a championship year for us, honestly.
Hey, last question for you. How much you like Bali now?
Man, honestly, I just got here, man. I had to take a 9-hour travel bus. Man, that was crazy, man. You had to get checked for the COVID in Banyuwangi from Surabaya, and then another 5 hours by car. Man, I just arrived this morning. Super kind of like, it's kind of nostalgic because I've been here before, but now it's like so empty and Bali's so empty. So I'm just gonna try my best to enjoy it, stay busy, stay focused, meet up with the gang, Wenas and Shawato and Jaman and a couple of my guys, Swin, and my friend Langston is here as well. So try to stay busy, try to stay healthy, and try to stay productive as much as I can.
All right, Jamarr, it's really good to hear that you're already back 100%, and hopefully, either the season continues or the new season is coming up in 2021. We pray for the pandemic to over really quickly, so that we can get back to our normal life, and we can watch basketball competition as soon as possible, and hope to see you back in the court very soon.
Man, I hope so too. I hope everything works out well. I hope you stay safe, man. Thanks for the time, and man, God bless you, man. I appreciate you.
All right, thanks, Jamarr.
Yeah, all right, man. You have a good night, good day. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.